Hey guys, I'm sitting here editing the video, and realized that there is some missing video files. So, here's the beginning of the video. Hello, welcome to today's vlog. Really, all you missed was I went shopping and got some stuff, and then I went and got gas, and then that's where the rest of the video picks up. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna pick up at, and I don't know what happened to that video, but it's all gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and put together what I do have and go from there. Well, that hurt a little bit. $30 in gas just to get me topped off, and we're not looking too good. Not looking too good. That's okay. That's okay. We're in the dipping the toes in the water phase. Like, I don't know. We're trying. I'm in the phase of trying to sort out a good solid budget here. So with food, I think I've figured out the food situation. I could do 2 weeks worth of food. I could do a month of food. I could probably do about $100 a month on food, groceries. I'm thinking maybe I can get away with doing $100 a month on groceries. Yeah, I think that sounds about right, because like I said, there's some ingredients that's going to stretch over time. There may be the occasional extra ingredient that I'm going to need to pick up. Yeah, I'm thinking about $100, maybe even less, a month on the groceries. So we'll figure up to about 100. Fuel, gas, I'm thinking. I think I could do every other day. I could run 2 days worth if I'm just doing the evening from, let's say, 2 p.m. to maybe 10 o'clock at the latest, 10 p.m. I can do 2 evenings on a full tank comfortably. That would leave some gas left over, obviously, but to cover those 2 full shifts, right? I'm thinking a full tank will give me 2 evenings worth. So I'm thinking maybe if I do every other day, that'd be $30. So that'd be what, $15 a day in fuel and gas. Yeah, I think that's about right. So $30 every other day. God dang, when you add that up for the week and you add that up for the month, that's a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down tonight, probably at some point, and flesh out a good solid budget. That way I can lock in what is going out, how much is coming in, and how much is being put into savings to buy a van, and then I can realistically calculate a time frame of how long it's going to take me to get a van. So that's where we're at. All right, getting the DoorDash day started. I finished cooking 4 days worth of meals. I did 2 steak and 2 chicken. Both with the rice and all of that. And then I finished that at about, 2:15. Kind of sat around and relaxed for a little bit after. But 3 o'clock I went on, came down here to the parking lot, and got a order from this cafe place. $8 for 3 miles. So we're starting off good. And I just picked that up. I'm on my way to deliver that now. And here we go once again, dealing with traffic. So, all right, let's go get this delivery done. Delivery 1 is done. legit start, $8 for 3 miles. So let's talk budget, right? I mentioned earlier in the video that I was gonna kind of sit down and really flesh out a solid budget to kind of follow a little bit. Now, I calculated with adding food and adding gas into, the expenses for the month. That's gas for DoorDash operations primarily only, right? So looking at $600 a month in expenses. That is the absolute necessities that I have to have for the month. That is pretty steep when you think about it. Just one person, $600. I mean, of course, I am using a lot of gas, and I could probably, if I was to be, well, here's the thing. If I was in a house, then I would be paying a house payment, So, the $600, I don't know. It seems a little steep when it doesn't seem like I have all that much. And I don't have all that much, but it just is the reality of the cost of things these days, $600 for expenses, 200 of that is for something a lot of people may not have, but anyways, so $600 a month. I figured if I can shoot for $500 a week, that is $2,000 a month. That's pretty good, just running DoorDash. I just got a DoorDash here. Sushi place, $13.60 for 8.5 miles. Absolutely. Let's go pick this up. So, yeah, I'm shooting for $500 a week, which would be $2,000 a month running DoorDash. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And that's just running the evening. That's not running the breakfast and lunch. Now, I'm running on, estimates here, okay, on the income. Of course, it's going to fluctuate up and down, right? So it's not always going to be the same, and I get that, but shooting for $2,000 a month. So with all the expenses, it's $615 was the expenses, and then $2,000 a month. So $1,385, $1,385 is what's left over for the month, which is pretty good. That leaves a lot of cushion for buying extra gas to go do things or paying to go do things. But what I did was I took that and I figured pretty much all of that money going towards savings to get a van. Now, I figured roughly $7,000 to buy a decent, mechanically solid van. Cosmetics I'm not worried too much about because I can fix cosmetics. Even mechanic issues, I can fix mechanical issues. It's not that big of a deal. As long as it's nothing major that I'm going to end up sinking thousands of dollars into on top of buying the van, you know what I mean? But $7,000 is what I kind of figured. So with that, I'm looking at about 5 months. About 5 months to get $7,000 together to buy a van. Now, I have an alternative, a possible alternative. I hate this light. I have a possible alternative of, and I kind of touched on it and hinted at it a little bit in previous videos. The alternate path, I suppose. There we go. I only got a green light. I know you're sitting on the edge of your seat. What's the alternative? So the alternative is to build out this van. Now, it won't be what I was wanting to start with. And I can't stand up fully in it. This car's not going to stop. Okay, never mind. Come on, cross. Oh, she definitely looks like a dance mom. You know what I mean? I need to set this up to where I can have the camera facing forward. Terrible. All right. Anyways, yeah. So the other alternative is to build out this van. It's not what I wanted to start with. It's what I already have, and I won't be able to stand up fully in it. Right. So here I am at the pickup. Let me get this picked up, and then we'll discuss it some more on the way to the drop off. Okay, got that picked up. We got 7 miles to go here. Whew. Where am I going? Okay, it's taking me out the back way. I always forget this exit is over here on this side. Anyways, so yeah, the alternative, this van, build it out. It's what I have now. It's not what I want to start with, and I can't stand up fully in it. Now, the money that I make, I could slowly start to build this out, right, as I go. And that would get me started on getting out on the road and traveling and stuff, because I can DoorDash anywhere. So there is that option, and I can eventually, over time, begin to save even more for the van that I actually want. Because I'll be honest with you, like, what I would really love to have is a 4-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter. I know it just, I know. All right, calm down. I know. All right, super expensive, super unrealistic in my current position. I get it. But you know what? I wouldn't mind having is a Ram ProMaster. You know, they're cheaper than the Transits from what I've been seeing, and they got plenty of room. The only thing is, like, they're not 4-wheel drive, but neither are the Transits. But I believe there's a conversion kit for the Transits and not the ProMasters. I could be wrong on that. What is this doing? Take me to where I'm going. Oop, that light's green. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of the alternative. Is, like I was saying, I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, build out this van, that way I can at least start traveling, right? But before I start traveling, I would need the bare minimum stuff in here, because I would most likely stick around the Florida area for a while, maybe go down to the Keys or something, and you know, see how the door dashing is around there, and the Miami area. Mostly the Keys, not so much Miami. But you know, I could do DoorDash down there, or you know, some other coastal cities, or some other areas here in Florida, right? So if you know anything about Florida, it gets really hot. So I would need some sort of power supply system, right? So I'm limited on the surface of the roof on this van. I don't know how many watts of solar panels I can get up there. I'd have to measure the top of the van and see what I can find around on Amazon, and maybe even measure out the ones over at Harbor Freight, because I think the ones at Harbor Freight are, I can't remember, 100 watt or something. I don't know, I can't remember. But biggest thing is I would need to get a power source, and that would be solar. And then I would need to get an air conditioning system of some sort, and also some fans. Not the Max Air fans. There's some off brands just as good and a fraction of the price that I've seen and found on Amazon. So I could do that, and I could find a lower end AC unit to put on the roof of this, and then I would just need to build a platform up to leave that space open. That way I could put solar panels over the top. I would have to do some design work to sort that out. But so there's that. Now mechanically, this thing is actually fairly decent. It's not too bad. There's a couple of things that I need to get fixed. The AC works front and back. It's got the front and back climate control. It works really well. The heat works really well. The power steering pump, I think, has a very slow leak in it. That's not a big deal to replace. I don't know how much one is, but I can get that. I can replace that myself. And the rear shocks and the front struts, all four need to be replaced. The front is not so much a concern of me, for me right now, because they're not that bad. I just, every once in a while, you can really tell that they're getting worn out. The back, and you can actually probably hear it sometimes in the video, the back shocks absolutely have to be replaced before I start adding weight to the back. It's bad. And those are shocks, and those are 100 a piece, so I could do, they're 96 and some change, so 100 a piece. And so $200, and I can replace those super quick. Jack it up, take the tires off, bing bang boom. Make it sound simple, but there's a little more involved to it. But it really is a simple process. So I could do that, and that would at least get the rear shocks replaced. At that point, I can start to build out the inside. But the first thing I would need to do is get the roof fan and the rooftop AC and a power source of some sort. So whether that be the power boxes or whatever, I would rather just go solar and have the setup. That way when I move into a bigger van, I already have the majority of the stuff. Now I know I'm talking like this is a done, set in stone deal, right? But I'm just kind of throwing the idea out there, saying it out loud so I can hear myself say it and process through it and really consider whether or not it's a good idea. The biggest downside is going to be not being able to stand up. I can deal with it not being a Mercedes Sprinter. I can deal with it not being, what I want. But the biggest thing is going to be not being able to stand up, which can be a bit of a pain. So I don't know. Thinking thoughts, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I should build out what I have and just kind of grow from there, or should I really save for the $7,000 that I'm shooting for, and in 5 months I can buy the van that I want, or a van that I can stand up in, right? But then you got to think, on top of that $7,000 that I'll be setting aside for it, I've got to put another, $3,000 to $4,000 aside, maybe even more, to build it out. So we're looking at $10,000 plus to build out the van that I want, which might not be the greatest path right now. Because if I did it it's going to be a year before I hit the road. And I would really rather it not take that long. So that's why I'm considering building this out. me know what you think in the comments. I figured we would discuss it on this run because it was 7 miles of driving. And we're about a mile out, so let me get this delivered and we'll keep going. Alright, delivery done. Heading back into town. And I was just thinking, you guys haven't seen the outside of this van yet. I don't know, maybe I'll take a minute, pull off somewhere, do a quick little walk around, show you the outside of the van. It doesn't look the prettiest. It's got some faded paint, and you know that's kind of another thing. Like, I can really experiment with this van if I was to build this one. You know, because, but here's the thing, like, it's got 152,499 miles on it right now. This thing could go for another 150,000 miles, or it could crap out tomorrow. That's the thing. But that's really with any vehicle you buy, to be honest. I've seen brand new vehicles roll off the lot same day. Engine blows, transmission blows, something, right? It's a manufacturing defect or something like that. So I mean, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I don't know. It's who knows? Who knows? Okay, hold up. This wants me to pick up at the McDonald's on the north end of town, the one that I hate going to. 825 for 5.7 miles. Let's go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and take it.
Drive southeast on North Washington Avenue, US 1. Then make left U-turn to stay on North Washington Avenue, if permitted. Drive southeast on North Washington
I gotta flip a Yui.
Then make left U-turn to stay on
Alright, let me go pick this up, continue my thoughts in my brain, and come back in a little bit. Alright, we got another order here. Just picked it up from Firehouse Subs. This one is paying, I forget what this one's paying, but it's only like 2 miles, 2.5 miles. Right before that, I had a order from a little Mexican place over here, local taco Mexican place. Really good, actually. I usually get my steak tacos from there. But anyways, that one was paying like $6, I think it was, for a mile. So that was pretty good. I think this one's paying like $8 or $9, if I remember correctly. Of course, I'll verify. Do the usual recap. I think I'm going to start making that a regular thing. Do a recap at the end of the night. And kind of add up what we made for the day. So, yeah, I'm going to go make this delivery and keep on grinding. Got the Firehouse Subs delivered and immediately got a really, really good one. It's like 10 miles for 17 and some change. It's 2 orders from the same restaurant. We're going to go to the Panda Express. Got 2 orders from there going to 2 separate addresses that are like right next to each other. So it's kind of funny how that works out sometimes. But $17 for like 10 miles. I mean, that's pretty dang good. That is pretty dang good. And I am going to snatch that up all day long. I got to go over to the other side of town and get this picked up. Alright, well, that was quite the wait at Panda Express there for those 2 orders, but they're done. 10 miles or whatever it was. Yeah, 10 miles for 17 and some change. Pretty decent. Just picked up another one from an Indian place, and we are heading to deliver this one. This one's paying like $11 for 7 miles, so another really good one. Saturday is looking pretty good already. So I mean, that's putting us way ahead of the game because we've only been going since 3 o'clock, so it's been coming up on 3 hours, and you know, we're already over $60 for the day so far. So we're well over the $20 an hour for the actual start time, and where we're at now, we're definitely well over in reference to actual active time. Here comes some moron on a motorcycle zipping through traffic. Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, so 6 miles to go here. Deliver this one, so I don't know. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember at this very second, so we'll cut and make this delivery, and hopefully I'll remember it. Alright, got that other order, the Indian food order delivered. On my way back into town, I got one for Subway. I just picked up at the north end of town. On my way to deliver that one now, that one is paying $8, I think it was, for 3 miles. So really good ones coming in today, that is for sure. Yeah, it's been pretty steady all evening. I think we're just over $70 for the evening so far, and we've only been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I mean, Saturday is definitely a good day for dinner rush. I don't know how breakfast and lunch will do. Sunday would probably be a good day for breakfast, to be honest, breakfast and lunch. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's turning out to be a pretty good day. Alright, got that one delivered. Heading back south into town. Got another one coming from Diner. It's paying $7 for 4 miles, so they're getting a little bit smaller, but it's still, you know, per the mile, pretty good. Tomorrow, let's see, what is it? Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm thinking in the morning, I was thinking about going to check out a archaeological site here in town. It's kind of a cool place. I haven't been there in person. I don't know really what all is there. Maybe it's just a plaque. I don't know. I haven't been there, but it's cool in the sense of the history of that location. If you're into that kind of stuff, I love history. Bit of a history nerd myself. So I don't know. I might go check that out in the morning. Just kind of thinking of what I'm going to do tomorrow. I know yesterday's video and today's video was basically all in the car, and you know, I want to make these videos more entertaining, but I mean, it's just basically daily life, you know. It's not really intended to be like super entertaining right now. Right now, brother, you ain't cool. I don't understand people. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm hoping you guys are getting some kind of entertainment value out of all this, but you're riding along with me doing DoorDash stuff. But right now, you know, it's, as I've stated in the other videos, it's a rebuilding stage for me. So, you know, early stages. I'm telling you, I promise you, there's gonna be good, entertaining stuff, more entertaining things coming in the future. Maybe even sooner rather than later. We'll see. If I plan things out correctly. I got to get this month's bills paid, and then put some money back to start working on the van. And again, I may end up start working on this one. I don't know. Definitely let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I may start working on this one. We'll see. The first thing I got to do on this is definitely the rear struts. And then after the rear struts, I need to get the washer fluid jet motor fixed, replaced. And then I could do the front struts. It's $117 a piece for the front. So I could go ahead and do those, which I might, excuse me, I might end up doing, but the rear is definitely, like I was saying earlier, priority. That is absolutely the first thing I need to get done. So I need to do that, and then all 4 of these tires have a very, very, very tiny slow leak in them. So I do know I'm about due for some new tires as well, which I would like to get done before I take this on the road, if this is the route that I go. Plus, I got to get the fan. So basically, in order, what I want to do: get the rear shocks done, replace that motor for the washer fluid, and then look into a power system, a rooftop AC, and a fan. In that order.
Keep left to stay on US 1.
Yes, I know where I'm going. Thank you, GPS. Yeah, but that's kind of the order that I was thinking if I was to go this route. I know it sounds like I've pretty much set myself to this route, which I don't know. Maybe I have. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Thinking thoughts, right? Thinking thoughts. We'll get down here to pick this one up and keep on grinding. Well, it's been a minute since I turned the camera on. It's been a little more than a minute. It's 8:45, and I have knocked out quite a few deliveries there. It's just been boom, 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 nonstop, back to back. Multiple pizza orders, 2 very large pizza orders. On the plus side with that, I did get an extra pizza bag. So now I have 2 pizza bags. That's great. And I've been kind of using them to keep other food in it, warm while I'm on the way to deliver it. Right now we're sitting at $115. That's where we ended last night at. It is 8:47. It's still saying it's busy. I'm going to keep running and see what I can get. I may run until 9:30, 10 o'clock. Maybe. I do still got to eat. I haven't eaten yet. I've just been sipping on a Pepsi and a water. I meal prepped earlier, so luckily I got something ready to go in the fridge. I can just nuke it real quick, and then that'll be my dinner. I might pick up some ice cream or something. I don't know, maybe a milkshake. I know, I said earlier I was chilling out with that, but I did say I would spoil myself just a little bit. Plus, I did get a $5 cash tip, so I could use that $5 cash tip to get my milkshake. All right, calm down. Oh, we got Popo coming over this way. I wonder if they're going to come over here and tell me I can't sit here. I sit here all the time. No, they're chilling up there. Looks like it. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to hang out here for a little while, see if I can get any more orders in. We're sitting at $115 at 8:48, so catch up with you here in just a sec. So, actually, real quick, might as well, while I'm waiting, just show you guys the vehicle, the outside. It's nothing special. Definitely needs some TLC. Like the paint and stuff is fading a little bit on the back. I gotta clean the windows, but yeah, I mean it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, there's the vehicle. Figured I would just do a quick little walk around while I was parked under the light a little bit and show you the outside of the vehicle. So yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Build this out or wait. I don't know. I am itching to hit the road though. All right, just got another one from a Chinese place over by the Winn-Dixie. It's gonna be $8.35 for 3.7 miles. I had to shut off the... I've noticed here lately, if I set my time to 8 o'clock, that I'm going to end my DoorDash, and I go past that and I'm still DoorDashing, it'll either boot me out or I have to reset it even though it's been letting me go. So I just reset it, and it's showing busy, plus an extra $1 per delivery right now. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. All right, well, that is going to wrap things up for me tonight. 940. I got a couple of extra ones there, another $18 or something like that. Let's do a quick recap. As soon as it wants to load. All right, let's go to earnings. $433 so far this week, so I think the $500 a week goal is definitely reachable. Let's see, today we did the first round was 115, and then another $19. So we'll call it $135. And then let's see how much time we were active. 5 hours. 5.5 hours. So divided by 5.5, average 24.54 an hour. So I mean, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Alright, well, with that, I believe I am going to go get me something to eat at the house, which I made those meals, so I'll probably just go with that, unless I find something else in the fridge. But that's going to do it for today's video, today's vlog. I got to get this edited and uploaded for in the morning. And another day down. Another day down. And another $135 in the pocket. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.